Alright guys, I have spent the last few days scouring the interwebs, well just the YouTubes, to look for the very best YouTube channels dedicated to volleyball. And I came up with a list of my favorites, and these ones are the ones that I think are the most entertaining but also informative. So I think they're worth subscribing to if you're interested in improving your game but also looking for a bit of inspiration. So let's just dive right in. First of all, let me just say, I went down a few rabbit holes, as you do on the YouTubes. And I came across a bunch of get ready with me for my volleyball game or day in the life of a high school volleyball player. And mostly these were just teenage vloggers talking about what eyeliner they used or what spandex makes their butt look big. So I obviously watched all of them because I've been searching my whole career for which spandex is gonna make my butt look big. I'm just kidding. There's no hope for me. It doesn't exist. But I digress. I didn't include any of these channels because I don't think that they're volleyball specific channels. After that, I also found a bunch of highlight channels. So these are channels that just grab clips from the FIVB or the CEV or any particular league of a certain country, and they just chop it all up and put them into highlight clips. So you got your best blocks by so-and-so, you've got your best actions from a certain tournament, or most beautiful volleyball player, etc. And there were a lot of channels in this group. You got your power volley,
your metro volley, your Titans volley,
and these are awesome if you're looking for a specific player and you want, highlight clips of that player. But I didn't include this because they all kind of blend one into the other. I couldn't really distinguish one from the other, so I didn't include any of them. So now that we've gotten out of the way all of the channels I didn't include, what is left? What did I include? Well, we're left with my top 10 favorite YouTube channels that are informative and educational, and I thought that 10 was a little bit too much to digest at one time, so I split it up into 2. So I'm going to give you 5 now that I think are the most entertaining volleyball YouTube channels, and then following this video I'm going to make a video about the top 5 most educational YouTube videos. So stay tuned for that. So without any more yapping, let's just jump right into it. These are my top 5 most entertaining volleyball YouTube channels. I'm gonna count down from 5 to 1 just to sort of add a little bit of suspense. Coming in at number 5 is Koko Volley. If you guys have ever typed in how to fill in the blank, anything volleyball, I'm sure you've come across Coach Koko. She plays adult club volleyball in the States, and her channel has a lot of vlogs, a lot of how-tos, a lot of sort of game footage, as well as good vibes and mood boosting life lessons. It's a really well-rounded channel for beginners, a good sort of insight into the world of amateur volleyball, and also you get to smile for free. You know I couldn't make a list of YouTubers without including my friend Kylie Pickerel. She was a first-year professional player here in France this season, and she took her camera with her everywhere, so you get a really good behind-the-scenes look of everything from training to travel to living with a roommate and even the odd GRWM, which for those of you like me who had no idea what that stands for, it's Get Ready With Me. And that's not really my jam, but if you are interested in seeing what it's like to be a rookie professional player in Europe, I think you're really gonna like this channel. A channel you're probably familiar with is Victoria Garrick. If that name sounds familiar, it's because I mentioned her in my last video about podcasts, which you can see here. She's grown a super popular channel through her bubbly personality, and she speaks directly to high school, mostly female players that might one day be interested in going to play in college. So she has tips and tricks from other college players, she's got vlogs, she's got interviews. It's just a carefree, young, fun channel that I think a lot of young players can relate to. Next up is Kelsey and Brian, and I'm sure you guys already follow this channel if you are interested in the female professional volleyball world at all. But it's basically the love child between Kelsey Robinson, who is an Olympian with the US national team and a professional player in Europe who has played on some of the best teams in Europe, if not the world, and her fiance, Brian Cook, who was also a professional player and is now a professional beach player. This channel is a seamless flow on from Kelsey's Instagram, which has a beautiful, whimsical, romantic, retro kind of vibe. It gives you all the feels. And this channel is obviously fueled by the couple's creative passion. So it's a space for them to explore everything from travel to fashion to volleyball to baking. It's a really candid look into the life of one of the best volleyball players in the world, and they're upping the production value with every single episode, so you're gonna love this channel if you don't already. All right, last but certainly not least, in fact last but best, because that's how countdowns work, is the McKibben Brothers. And I know what you're thinking, these guys play beach volleyball, not indoor volleyball. And you're right, that also did not escape my attention. However, I do think that both Madison and Riley played indoor most of their lives. I think they even played in college and went over pro in Europe for a couple of seasons. But now they're focused on making videos about their lives as professional beach volleyball players. And from what I can tell, like me, they just picked up the camera, fell in love with it, and just dove in head first. And the stuff that they're producing these days is nothing short of incredible. I'm talking epic drone shots, I'm talking cinematic interviews, and just a really high quality, well-produced, behind the scenes look at life as professional volleyball players on the beach. All of their stuff is binge-worthy, but the stuff they did for Wilson for the AVP Media Day, where they talked about trying to make AVP players into sort of Avenger characters, superheroes, larger than life, it literally gave me chills. So if you haven't seen that, I recommend that you go and watch that immediately. And that rounds out my list of top 5 most entertaining YouTube channels. What do you guys think? Which one's your favorite? Did I miss anything? Let me know in the comments. And like this video if you are a YouTube binge watcher like myself. And be sure to subscribe if you are really serious about improving your game, because I'm making these kind of videos at least once a week, maybe even twice a week in quarantine. And the whole point of it is just to help you guys improve your game. So you're more than welcome to reach out to me on Instagram if you have any questions or if you want me to make any specific videos. And look out for part 2 for this video, which is going to be either linked at the end of this video or linked in the description once it is done. And be sure to watch all of the other videos. Just be sure to binge watch every single video I've ever made. Okay, thanks. That's it for me, guys. Happy quarantine. Love you guys.